What are the most popular questions people ask psychologists or coaches?
Well, I will say this. People always want to know the answers to two questions.
What are these questions?
Every single person on this planet wakes up wrestling with the same two questions. And most people spend their entire lives never getting real answers. The first question is why? Why am I here? Why do I feel this way? Why did this happen to me? The second question is, what do I do? What's my next step? What's my purpose? What will make me happy? If you've ever felt stuck, lost, or like you're just going through the motions, it's because your brain is desperately trying to answer these two questions and hitting a wall every single time. Here's what nobody talks about. Your mind is designed to seek meaning and direction. It's literally hardwired into your brain chemistry. When you can't answer these two fundamental questions, your nervous system goes into stress mode. You feel anxious, overwhelmed, or completely numb. You might scroll social media for hours, looking for something to fill that void. You might jump from one self-help book to another, hoping someone else has the magic answer. But here's the truth that changed everything for me.
Could you share it with audience? Because it's very important, I think, for all people.
The reason you can't answer these questions isn't because you're broken or because the answers don't exist. It's because you've been taught to look for universal answers when the real answers are completely personal to you. Society tells us there's one path to happiness, one definition of success, one way to live a meaningful life. But your brain, your experiences, your unique wiring, they're all different from everyone else's. Think about it this way. When you're hungry, you don't ask, what should all humans eat? You ask, what do I need right now? When you're cold, you don't research what temperature works for everyone. You adjust based on what your body is telling you. But when it comes to the biggest questions about your life, we somehow forget this basic principle. We look outside ourselves for answers that can only come from within.
Where would you recommend to start?
Let me share something that completely shifted my perspective. Your brain processes over 60,000 thoughts per day, and most of them are trying to answer these two questions. Every decision you make, every emotion you feel, every action you take, it's all connected to your search for meaning and direction. When you understand this, everything starts to make sense. That restless feeling you get on Sunday nights, your brain asking, why am I doing this job? That anxiety before making big decisions. Your brain asking, what's the right choice for me? The most successful people, the happiest people, the ones who seem to have it all figured out, they've learned to work with their brain instead of against it. They've developed a system for answering these questions in real time as life happens. And I want to share that system with you right now. First, understand that why isn't about finding some cosmic purpose written in the stars. It's about understanding your personal patterns, your values, and what genuinely motivates you. When something bad happens, instead of asking, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me about what I value? When you feel drawn to certain activities or people, ask, what need is this meeting in me? Your why emerges from paying attention to what consistently brings you energy versus what drains you. For the second question, what do I do? This isn't about finding the perfect life plan. It's about developing the skill of making aligned decisions moment by moment. Every time you feel stuck, you have three options. You can change your situation, change your perspective, or change your response. That's it. Those are your only choices in any circumstance. When you realize this, decision-making becomes so much clearer. Here's where most people get tripped up. They think they need to answer these questions once and be done. But life keeps changing, and so do you. Your answers at 25 are different from your answers at 35 or 45. The goal isn't to find permanent answers. The goal is to get really good at finding current answers. Think of it like navigation. You don't need to see the entire journey to take the next right step. I want you to try something this week. Every time you feel confused, stuck, or overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself these two questions. But ask them specifically. Instead of, "What's my purpose?" Ask, "What feels most important to me right now?" Instead of, "What should I do with my life?" Ask, "What's one small step I can take today that feels aligned with who I'm becoming?" Your brain will thank you for giving it a clear problem to solve instead of an impossible riddle. And here's what happens when you start answering these questions regularly. That chronic anxiety starts to fade because your nervous system finally has the direction it's been craving. You stop second-guessing every decision because you have a framework for choosing. You stop feeling like you're wasting time because every experience becomes data for understanding yourself better. The people who seem to have unlocked the secret to happiness haven't found different answers than you. They've just gotten really good at asking better questions and trusting their own responses. Your life is waiting for you to step into that same power. The answers you're looking for aren't out there somewhere. They're already inside you, waiting for the right questions to bring them to light. If this resonates with you, make sure to subscribe because we're going much deeper into practical tools for self-awareness and personal growth. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video, where I'm sharing the exact method I use to turn any confusing situation into crystal clear direction. And if you know someone who's been struggling with these same questions, share this with them. Sometimes all we need is permission to trust our own inner wisdom.
Thank you for this conversation.